From coast to coast, the most beautiful cities in the U.S. prove that this country truly is America the Beautiful. Sure, a long list of things to do throughout the states includes natural wonders, amazing restaurants, and impressive architecture, but you'll find that certain cities have it all plus stunning look. Let's have a look at top 10 cities in USA to visit, stay, and even retire. At number 10, we have Los Angeles. Sun, sand, and movies, in which the city is often the star, make Los Angeles a place the world wants to see in real life. Start at the Hotel Irwin's rooftop in Venice for an expansive view of the whole city, then explore everything from ocean to mountains as you crisscross LA County. Expect its famous traffic to slow you down as you head to Malibu for a surfing session. Make a pit stop at the Getty Museum, then step in the star's footprints at TCL Chinese Theater. At number 9, we have Nashville. Honky-tonks and museums might not seem to go together, but their marriage in Nashville is a strong one indeed. For some drinking and dancing, head straight for Broadway, where legends Corner Nudies and Tootsies have been serving up country, blues, and whiskey forever. You can start early 10 and go late into the night 3 in Music City, if you've got the fortitude, of course. Is day drinking not your idea of vacation fun? Start with the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum and move on to the museums devoted to Patsy Cline and Johnny Cash. All are right downtown and terrific. At number 8, we have Salt Lake City. No matter where you are in Salt Lake City, the snow-capped Rocky Mountains are never out of sight. They tower over the uber-clean city, a stunning landscape fit for a painting. And while Salt Lake is well known for its Mormon heritage, there's more to the scene here than meets the eye. Restaurants range from the fine dining favorite Log Haven to a healthy variety of ethnic and international restaurants. And while alcohol isn't as readily available here as in some cities, it's much easier to find than you think, including at the White Horse and Bourbon House downtown. While there, don't forget to take in a little of the outdoors. Hiking, swimming, and picnicking at the Great Salt Lake is a good place to start. Number 7, Chicago. Frank Lloyd Wright Buildings, deep dish pizza, and the Cubbies, just 3 of the wonderful things that put Chicago on the world's radar. It's a big city with a friendly vibe that's got a whole street, Rush Street, devoted to drinking and dancing. You can party there until 4, but save some strength for the festivals the city loves to put on, from July's Taste of Chicago and September's Pitchfork Music Fest to the big daddy of them. This so-called city hunkers down in the winter, unless the Bears are playing football, in which case shirtless guys will brave sub-zero temps to cheer on their boys at Soldier Field. Number 6, New Orleans. After 300 years of existence, New Orleans is in the midst of a renaissance except for the streets, which are the bumpiest you've ever encountered in a major metropolis. They love to dress up and party here, so put on a wig and mask and hit the French Quarter and the Marigny for fabulous food at the best New Orleans restaurants. Grab a to-go cup filled with craft cocktails from one of the city's best bars and indulge in the live music for which New Orleans is famous. Then dig deeper by visiting the Bywater neighborhood, home to an intoxicating mix of art and funk with incredible murals on every block, and stop at Bacchanal Wine for a munch, a sip. One thing to remember while here, always keep an eye on the iconic architecture that defines this one in a million music-loving city. At number 5, we have Milwaukee. You probably didn't know that Milwaukee holds the world's largest music festival, Summerfest, over 3 consecutive weekends in June and July. When the massive festival goes down, the pretty city by Lake Michigan goes more than a little crazy. With 11 stages, over 800 bands and close to 1 million fans rolling through, they are taking advantage of the warm weather in a big way. During the rest of the year, think cheese curds, beer breweries, cornhole tournaments, and Packers fanatics, juxtaposed with a gorgeous art museum and the annual Sculpture Milwaukee outdoor show. It's a vibrant, friendly city that Harley-Davidson calls home. Don't miss their massive museum here. At number 4, we have Seattle. From its emerald parks to the endless views of Puget Sound, Seattle is the crowning jewel of the Pacific Northwest. You'll see it all from the top of the iconic Space Needle, a 360-degree rotating atrium with a glass floor, but don't stop there. Seattle is full of incredible restaurants and world-class museums like the Seattle Art Museum and the Museum of Pop Culture. It's also the home of famed glass artist Dale Chihuly's Garden and Glass. And while the grunge era that put the city on the map is long gone, there are still plenty of excellent music venues to check out, including Neumos and the Showbox. At number 3, we have Charleston. Charleston is truly one of America's great metropolis, steeped in the history of the nation while boasting a thoroughly modern attitude toward the arts, culture, and cuisine you just need. Since around 1670, the architecture and particularly the churches on every corner has been enough of a reason to head to South Carolina's Jewel, but recently the city has become a food. Water views and hipsters abound at the Pavilion Bar. City Market sells the city's signature sweetgrass baskets, and dinner at Chef Sean Brock's Husk is a transcendental experience. At number 2, we have Boston. History and modernity are joined at the hip in Boston, one of America's first big cities and still one of its best. It's the place where federal architecture harkens back to the 1600s, juxtaposed with ultra-modern buildings by Frank Gehry, Walter Gropius, and I.M. Pei. Speaking of architecture, be sure to see the Back Bay row houses, usual Instagram fodder that is actually an eye-catching must-see. From chowder to lobster rolls, Boston also loves its seafood, so be sure to visit the city's best raw bars and lobster shacks while you're in town. At number 1, we have San Francisco. San Francisco, a beautiful city built on massive hills and surrounded by water, is a place that marches to the beat of its own drum. Novices are always shocked at how chilly it is here, so pack a heavy sweater at any time of year and use it while riding a cable car, taking a day tour to Alcatraz Island.